Hello everyone, I'm Bruffy1322 and it's DLC day. The Cayo Perico Heist is here. The first bit of new map really to the GTA series in 7 years and meant to be the biggest update that GTA Online has ever seen. It's going to be an interesting one and today's the day that it drops. Now I'm planning to put this video live at the same time as I start streaming on Twitch. So if you're watching this video in the first couple of hours of it going live, I will be on Twitch and I'll be going through everything to do with the new DLC. Twitch.tv/Bruffy1322. I'll leave a link to it in the description and the pinned comment. You can just go straight there now if you want. And while I'm starting my stream at 9 AM UK time, the DLC normally drops at around 10 AM UK time. So during the first hour of the stream, I'll probably just, chat a little bit, do some racing. Sometimes we get some early info from Twitter and people who get access to the files before they're released. And I'll obviously, showcase that if we do get that. But otherwise, we'll kind of wait until the DLC is available to download. I'll get it downloaded as soon as possible, and then we'll discover all of the new things together. New cars, the new heist, the new location, the map. We'll find out whether you can access it in free roam immediately, all these kind of things we'll discover as and when during the Twitch stream. As I discover it, you'll discover it as well. You're not going to be able to see it any quicker than that. Then what we'll do after that is take a look at the drip feed content. So if we didn't have it in the last DLC, in the Los Santos Summer Special, but I imagine they're probably going to bring it back for this one, especially with, the idea that they can release cars on Christmas and further into the future as well. They're probably going to bring back the drip feed, which is where they release a small portion of the DLC on day one. So we're only going to, you might only get like 5 or 6 of the new cars, but they've actually added 16 or 17 into the game. And then every Thursday after that, a new car is released for the next 3 or 4 months. So normally we can get an early indication of what those cars are because they are already downloaded and put in the files, they're just not being released. So we can see what those cars will be and get an early idea of what that is. And then usually after that on the Twitch stream, I do a little bit of early testing on some more standard stuff like downforce or advanced handling flags, things like that. Some things that we're not expecting to see a change for, but I do a little bit of testing just to make sure that there hasn't been a change and the overall physics of the game hasn't changed in any significant way that would require me to sort of retest certain vehicles before I can then test new vehicles. So that's normally what happens on the Twitch stream. And then immediately after that, I usually move over to doing a YouTube stream, and that's what will be happening today as well. The YouTube stream is more concise. It's more of a summary of everything that we've discovered during the Twitch stream. So I'll go through everything again, all the day one stuff, all the drip feed stuff, a short explanation maybe on the new heist, new cars, what's still to come, all that kind of stuff, but I'll be going over it in a much more succinct manner without all of the actual discovery that takes the time during the Twitch stream. So the YouTube stream, I'm just going to be basically explaining what's new, explaining what's changed, giving you the information without having to find it out myself because I've already found it out during the Twitch stream. So if you want to see it as early as possible, that's in the Twitch stream. If you just want to, minimize the time that you need to be able to get all the information, that's what the YouTube stream is for. It'll also generally be a little bit of more of a quick overview with some of my early thoughts and ideas on the DLC as well. But that will also all be in one video. So after the stream has been finished on YouTube, it automatically turns into a video, and you don't need to go anywhere else for any information. You don't need to see one video about the new cars, one video about the new heist, one video about the new map or anything like that. My plan with these YouTube streams that turn into a video is that you can just go straight to that video if you don't make the stream. You can watch it through for however long it is, and you'll have a baseline of all the basic information that you need without needing to go search anywhere else. Obviously it won't be mega detailed, it's not going to go into sort of payout calculations of the new heist and things like that. Normally things like that take a bit more time anyway, but it's going to give you the basics of everything that you need to know. I will link that video when it becomes a video after the live stream. I'll link it in the pinned comment and the description here too if you're watching this at a later date, just so you can go straight there and watch that if you're watching this after the first couple of hours of the DLC day. So the Twitch stream is normally 2 or 3 hours, and then the YouTube stream normally lasts about 1 hour. Obviously all of this is depending on how much there is to cover. Twitch stream might be longer, or we might just get through everything really quickly because not much is being released on day one, and then the YouTube stream will be a little bit earlier. But if you're watching this in the first couple of hours, I'll be on Twitch. Later on I'll be doing a YouTube stream, and then the links that you need, regardless of when you're watching this, will be updated in the description and the pinned comment of this video, so you can always go to the top link and that will give you the most relevant thing that you need for whenever you're watching this, because I'll update it. Now the rest of the day after that is pretty much going to be wrapping my head around the DLC and figuring out how best to approach it. Now I'm not one for pumping out as much content and as many videos as possible, you guys know that. My lap time and top speed testing also takes a lot of time, obviously, so I always try to take a measured approach during the first week of a DLC. Obviously lap time and top speed tests will come as soon as I can, and also every Thursday when a new car is released if the drip feed returns. But I would probably say don't expect anything on day one when it comes to lap time and top speed tests. It takes the pressure off me if you're not expecting that, and it lessens the expectation from you. There's always possibilities that I need to retest cars before I can test new cars. Like I said, with physics changes, they are rare but they can happen, and I need to make sure that things are done correctly, as always with me, and I take the time to do it properly. So you're probably not going to see a testing video on day one, but I'm going to be focusing on it for the rest of the week, so it's not going to be that long. And there might be a lot of heist related cars anyway, first of all, that either can't be tested or don't need to be tested because they can't be used in races anyway. So we'll get an idea of what that is obviously as we go through, and I'll update you guys on the streams. If you do want the information on lap times and top speeds of any new cars as quickly as possible before I even start making the videos once I've done the testing, you can support me by becoming a YouTube member or a Patreon supporter. I'll leave the links to those two things down below in the description and the pinned comment as well. And basically one of the many perks of doing that is that you get, as soon as I've done the testing, the lap time and top speed, I post those lap times and top speeds to YouTube and Patreon just for members and Patreon supporters. And then I start making the video, so it doesn't impact on when, as quick as the video doesn't get any slower because of that. The video will be out at the same time as it would have been anyway, but those of you who choose to do that, you get the information a couple of hours early. Also, if the drip feed does return for this DLC, I will be putting out a video showing all of those drip feed cars, so all of the cars that are in the game files but they haven't released yet, that they plan to release every single Thursday for the next couple of months. As usual with those videos, I line all the cars up outside of Los Santos Customs based on groupings of where you can buy them, so you'll see which order the vehicles will come in, where they're going to be able to be bought, and their prices as well. So if you've seen any of those videos, you know the score. You basically again only need that one video and it tells you all the information that you need about all the vehicles that we still have to come, so keep an eye out for that. And obviously the best way to make sure that you're not missing out on anything is to make sure that you're subscribed, you've got notifications turned on by clicking on the bell on YouTube, you can follow me on Twitter or places like that. Anything that you need to do just to make sure that you don't miss out on any of the content that I put out, even if it's just coming back to the channel periodically to make sure that you haven't missed a video. I'll be doing my best to cover everything that you need and give the best info that I possibly can as quickly as I can, but also as accurately as I can as well, and that obviously takes a little bit more time than usual. So yeah, have fun with the DLC, come to the streams if you're watching this video early, watch the stream replays if you're watching this video later, and keep an eye on the channel and your sub boxes for testing videos, drip feed content videos, and a lot more stuff beyond that as well that I've got planned. So thank you so much everyone for your support, as always. Thank you for all the support that you always show me during these busy weeks, and thank you for your patience as well when it comes to testing. Hopefully this turns out to be a fun DLC. Thanks a lot guys, see you soon.